there we go. G'day, g'day, g'day. Sorry, I just started with the mic off, which is always a little bit fun. Sorry about the delays in all of that. I've yeah, logged on, went to do the hits, and realized that there weren't quite enough targets left on the board. We had a couple small cleans, and yeah, that was it. And in a tight war like this one, yeah, my flags probably aren't best served going with the some of those smaller cleans. So fortunately, Hypernova has just come online, and she is an absolute champion team player, and she's going through and picking up most of those cleans, which is absolutely amazing. I yeah, can't thank team players that are willing to do cleans enough, because without them, yeah, it's a very, very, very different story when it comes to alliance wars and stuff. You know, it's not just about the big players going and getting big scores or anything like that. We can't do squat without our awesome team members coming through and giving us a helping hand throughout the fight as well. So yeah, mega kudos once again to Hypernova. I've given her shout outs before because yeah, we always seem to be online at a similar time in the alliance wars. Yeah, so yeah, just awesome work from her again. So she's just picking up that last clean there. Hopefully comes through with the clean. So I am just going to be talking a little bit while we wait for that to come through, one way or the other. So yeah, I'll just quickly drop this into chat so it sits up on the screen. So yeah, welcome, as I said. If there are any questions, feel free to sing them out and ask me anything anytime. You can chat away, banter. I'm happy to go with either way. Just know that if you do shoot some banter through, I'll probably be giving it back as well. So you know, give and take. So as I said, we are facing off against Zone. I don't actually think I said we are facing off against Zone 51. It is a very close war at the moment. There's only 180 points difference between the two alliances, with us having used 10 more flags than them. So those of you that love doing maths, that means it is only an 18 points per flag difference between the two alliance scores at the moment. Which is, yeah, not a lot of breathing space, if we're honest. So it does mean that I'm probably going to have to try to go for 6 from 6 and also pick up some of the juicier targets as well. So you will see right there that they are fighting with 29 on the battlefield, which is unfortunate. But there's, yeah, just the way matchmaking goes at the moment, that there's often these sort of little mismatches that are going on in regards to the war scores, just because there's not many people at the top. So we do have a slight advantage in terms of what's left on the board for their remaining points. There's 2 lowish cleans, as well as the one that's being done now on Thor. And we do have some quite powerful teams left there through Rude, Crypt, Ziggy, and Hillbilly. Couple revivers and stuff. So we could get a little bit lucky. I've not investigated where their flags are left at, but I know that our remaining flags, we've got 4 on Red Dragon, 5 on Raz, and my 6 in play, and that rounds out our remaining flags. So between Raz and I, hopefully we can put on 450 to 600 points, and Red, I'm hoping for another 150 odd points coming in from his scores as well. So yeah, hopefully between all of that, that'll push us up to about a 6-2-ish score, which is pretty par for the course and all this stuff. So you'll see there they are using green tanks. Last time we faced them, they were using, well, the last 2 times we faced them, actually, they were using red tanks. So Zone 51 are obviously rotating some stuff through, testing out different stuff. Yeah, it has been a while since we faced green tanks. The last time we faced them was back when Mortis was nerfed, back when he was doing more damage, more bleed, and a higher crit chance. Which all of which have been reduced over the last little while. There are a couple new heroes that have come in which since then. So notably, you've got ones like Hopper. Mare's been around, I think, even then, but she is a quite strong tank. But yeah, there's a bit of variety in there. So I'm just going to quickly go through and I'm going to check where points are at, because in a tight war, points are going to be at a premium. Sorry, just finding a notepad and a piece of paper so I don't have to keep clicking and re-clicking the whole way through. So Shout outs there. G'day SP and also Draco. Welcome aboard. Welcome to all the other people also watching in chat. I'll take a little moment and say if you haven't already done so, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, always happy to have more stuff on more people because it does mean that you guys are going to get those notifications. So I'm looking for 35s and 36s. So we've got ZMC equals 35. Because 35 and 36 is sort of the upper range. If we get a 38, that's kind of the peak that we can see. There we go. There's a 38. Cyclone. So yeah, I am going to be hunting for points. So just bear with me. Here, Frog, 37. Reptile, 35, 35s. I won't write down any more 35s until we've been through because there's a lot of them. So we don't have to worry too much about that. Cesar, that's a big one. I was going to say that looks like a juicy one. So the way points are done, if you're not aware, is it's based on the HP of your team in relation to the health of the rest of the alliance. So heroes that appear on defenses like Anastasia, for example, or even Mr. Magnet, they're very beefy heroes, so they tend to drive it up. But then there's heroes like Janesaw, who's got lower health, that drive it back down again as well. So if you see a team, like I said, like Cesar's here, where you've got Anna and Barbie as well as Terminus, they've all got high HP stats. It will drive their points up quite a long way. So Thom will have a lot of points attributed when Nima gets up as well, but because Nima's lower leveled or lower emblemed, she's not quite tipping the points that way. Just look, we can get a 37 or a 36 again. Oops, Wonder Woman. Otherwise, we'll have to go and find 35s, which are easier. There's a 36 in Aura. So we've got 4 definite targets, and then we'll need to pick up 2 35s. Oh no, 1 35. All right, so we've got 5 targets for sure. So we're going to hit Cyclone, TinkyFrog, Cesar, Aura, and Quellosei. And then for the 6th one, we're going to find one of the ones which is 35. And I'm probably going to pick one who is only going to have no revivers or 1 reviver. And that's basically because I'm aiming to maximize the points that I score. To maximize the points, we need to reduce the odds of losing. So there we go. Rude's come through with a fail as well, or a partial kill, which is good. Drives that points per flag down on their side of things. And hopefully I can drive our side of things up a little bit. So we may as well start. We won't start there. Green tanks I've not done in a little while. How many points? There's only 34. Sorry, SP. I might come back and circle get you for that last flag. We might do it. We'll see. All right, we'll start off with Cyclone here. Points on this one is worth 38 base points plus bonus points. To answer that question, Draco, you can see who I'm leveling up there. So the main one I'm feeding everything to at the moment is Doc Colton. And then these guys, I'm just giving the 1 stars to these heroes just to get them to level 1-20, and then I'm stopping with them and moving on to someone else. I'm really just looking for a sync when it comes to my 1-star heroes. But the main one I'm feeding is Doc Colton because he's shaving up to be pretty awesome. All right, so green tank. So we can splash out a little bit and use some of our reds a little more than we usually do. We won't stray too far from some of our teams because they do work very well together. So we will start off with a very familiar team that most of you are quite familiar with. And we're just going to grab a Wyatt, first of many Wyatts, I'm sure. We'll go the dodge gun there, and we'll go dodge accuracy on them and speed crit on these 2. There we go. So first one is pretty familiar to most of you that have watched my streams before. Yeah, use this team a lot. And it's one of my more standard and consistent ones as well. All right, so no greens off the bat, but we do have a nice cascade that we can build in the middle here simply by making this blue and yellow match. So I can make it 2 ways. I can either go this way here or this way here. So I'm probably going to go the horizontal one down. And that's mainly because it's going to definitely line up these blues. And then, yeah, hopefully get me a little bit of something over here as well, which we didn't quite get. We didn't get the blues in, but we did get some other stuff. So we'll do that next. And then probably we're going to have him fire anyway. We can do that match. We might do that and hopefully get enough. Not quite enough. Hopeful. That's a lot of damage, but that's okay. A lot of spread out damage rather. Which is now a little bit awkward because I don't really have much by way of tiles to manipulate. There we go, that's helped. Do that. You'll get me a grenade. Hopefully clear out Barbie. No, not quite clear out Barbie. Oof. Double woof. A lot more than I thought was going to happen there, I'll be honest. That's all right. We should be able to recover because I think I've got one more turn of Blunderbuss. Yeah, excellent. So we've still got one more turn of Blunderbuss, which has helped me a little bit there because it's going to at least allow me to kill off a lot of it. And then that's finished it. Excellent. That was good. We got there in the end. That'll finish off the Fiend. This will allow me to finish off her so long as we don't have 10,000 Warfighter revives. None. Excellent. Even better. Can't get better than that. No Warfighter revives. I don't know, some of you might have seen it. I did a video that I shared online. And I was just recording just for the fun of, I was testing out a new hero, that being Ramhorn. Anyway, I was testing him out and I came across a team which had a Jackie wing. And I kid you not, Jackie revived 11 times straight and I lost from 4 heroes up. I lost. Purely because of that Warfighter revive. Sorry, not 4 fighters, 3 heroes. I had 3 heroes to their 1 or 2. And yeah, that was not a good day. I'll say that much. It was not fun at all. All right, next up, we got a Mervenaya tank, which is a little bit different. We're going to go with a team that I use a lot in raids. I don't use it very much in war because I don't have much occasion to use lots of reds. It is a variation on a team I use a lot, but it is a raiding team that I use a lot. Like, I use this heaps. So I will just finish it off there. So that's the heroes. Normally I'd use my main Ksenia there, but it doesn't really make, whoops, didn't want to do that. Doesn't really make a difference because Ksenia's there mainly as healing and charging the overall team. Most of the damage comes from this right-hand side. So we'll go with this and hopefully I don't have to eat crawl now that I've said that this team is amazing. That would be a shame. All right, so we've got a nice little green match here, which will cascade these reds. I will hopefully get a blue to come in here, which means I can do some stuff with these blues around these yellows. So we'll do that and see where we get to. No blue, but we got most of everything else that I wanted there. I'll do that because it will automatically do it. I was going to say it'll give me the red match in the next turn, and I can ghost 5 yellows, which should charge most of them up. Drop off 8-bit, charge Giselle, and then fire away, which should hopefully get Terminus. No, we didn't get Terminus with any of them. That's okay. Pop the rest of our yellow tiles, finish off Anna, recharge everyone, and we can just play whack-a-mole with Terminus now. Bonk and bonk, and now we just got to finish off Barbie. But Barbie on his own is not a problem. Barbie with lots of heroes can be a problem, but Barbie just on his own, not a worry. Ksenia just for good measure, and we should be able to finish with Reaper. Ta-da! Excellent, 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 excellent. 2 from 2, and we are picking off some of the big targets. So that's the 38, both 38 base point teams sorted. So now we'll start get 37, which is TinkyFrog up in the top right corner there. No revivers, which is always good. Makes it a little bit less stressful in the end. So let's go with let's go Joe, Rudolph. I kind of want to build this as a 4-1 team because to make it really awesome, Scarlet really, really needs Blunderbuss. And to sort of skew it a little in my favor, I might chuck in Terminus. I don't usually use Terminus, but I might do it just for this one to get some extra raid power going. Raid! Do that, and we'll do that, and that's actually right. We'll do that. All right. Hopefully we get red tiles now that we've committed to 4-1 setup. No. Not an absolute huge amount of red tiles, but it's not a desert either. Basically that match was to try to bide me a little bit of time to get some more reds in, which we got 1 or 2 of, and that should hopefully get us another red here or there. Nope, no reds either of those spots. Guess we'll take the safe move. Hold Terminus just for 1 turn. Hopefully get a red somewhere. They got lots of reds on the board, but none of them are connected, and that's going to be a pest if that happens. All right, there we go. There's a red. So we'll get that one, and we'll do it with that just to get the extra red up. I've not fired Terminus yet because just in case I lost someone along the way, which it doesn't look like I'm going to do, to be honest, which is handy. A couple of aids which help. All right, so we'll go Jocasta first, Rudolph second, just to clear out that buff from Coyote. We'll get BB up next, fire with Terminus now, and then fire 1 hit. And now we can watch some of the carnage. 656 damage from Scarlet. 684 on Pollux. Oh man, this is why I love this setup. Oh, it's ridiculous. I'm sorry. It's ridiculous. Scarlet is very, very strong, shall we say, and that setup just lends a lot to her. All right, we're 3 from 3. We did lose 1 point there, but that's because it was only a 37 base points. The next one will probably lose 3 points and be only clocking in at 54. Oh no, it'll be 55, I think. All right, so we got Quellosei next, and then we've also got Aura sitting in there at 36 base points. So we've got them 1 and 2 next to each other. Let's go with Aura first, just to get it sorted. We might... What's the tank? It was Mortis, wasn't it? Yeah, Mortis. I might bust out the last Ksenia just to, be on the safe side. And then I'm going to use Accent with her. Let's go with Melter and Jane, just because there's a Panzer on the flank. And we'll chuck Wyatt in there for safekeeping, just for an extra healer. We'll go dodge accuracy there. We'll go the speed gun here, and then dodge accuracy there. We'll get speed crit on the 2 reds. All right. Hopefully we get a little bit of luck coming in, because this could go rather south rather quickly, because I've only got the 2 damage dealers in Accent and Jane. Melter doesn't do direct damage, but Melter is very helpful when paired with Accent and Jane. So got a couple options here, which is good. I can make this green-yellow match here, which will get me a match 4. The move I'm probably going to make, though, is I'm going to make this yellow match this way. Reason for it is it's going to get me the green tiles, match 3. It's going to keep these 2 together and push them to here, but it's also going to make this blue match over on the side. So we'll just do that quickly and hopefully get, there we go. I was going to say, hopefully get a couple more greens to flow in around the center, which we got. All right. I suppose it's only fair. This is the first Warfighter revive that we've had all day. We only got 1, which is even better. We'll drop that on Panzer next. And we're just going to make this match so that we can get the purples, so we can ghost the greens to the left again. I'll pop that over there, and then hopefully they stick. Yes, they do. Excellent. I'm always nervous about it because them sticking isn't necessarily a surefire thing. So we'll get Ksenia fired next. Not too worried about Panzer firing once because her damage output isn't huge. You'll notice no taunt, no armor. That's as a result of Jane's Fiend there, which says that they can't gain buffs while the Fiend is alive, which is very good for neutering Panzer because Panzer's entire premise is around those buffs. So yeah, it's a handy one to have. We'll pick up Terminus and hopefully get him with the... Yeah, we should be able to get him with that. And then, is that going to finish? Excellent. We'll ghost all of those tiles, pick up some ghosted green tiles in the next match as well. I will put those out. I know they're going to disappear with Jocasta, but the benefit is that the Fiends aren't going to allow much healing, which is really where we're at with that. So Jocasta, between Jocasta and Melter, the Fiends and Melter, you'll see I even managed to keep the Fiend on Panzer, and that's as a result of Melter's decreased healing. So yeah, I've talked about that one before, but it's a really great synergy, Melter with the Fiend generators. Probably the best one would be Melter with Barbie, and yeah, that would just be absolutely hectic to have, because Barbie does the Fiends to all enemies. So yeah, very, 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 very strong, that combo it would be. All right, we're just sort of biding time now, just getting some matches because we know Panzer's going to die in the next turn, and we're also expecting Joe to die in the turn after that. Nope, died in that turn. Even better. There we go. So 4 from 4, I think we're at, if I count correctly. So we got 2 to go. So we've got Quellosei next, and then we might do a favor. We might, after that, we might go back and get Space Princess, seeing as she is joining us in chat there. That's SP. SP is Space Princess. So we might go and get her just for completeness. All right, just close that because it's annoying me. Walker does armor buff and an overlapping buff with what's his name there? Is there any minions? Can I use my minion team? There's one minion. Oh, why couldn't he put Nima in? I like using my minion team. All right, we'll go Doc and no, maybe for the last one. All right, Nima, and we might go 8-bit and Dragon Fist. Do that. Where's 8-bit? There he is. Get 2 reds in next, I guess. I don't have a huge number of red healers though anymore. I think I've used them all now. So we might go with Rudolph and Ridge, I think. It's going to be a bit of fun. Yep, so we'll put the resist gun on Ridge, speed crit on Rudolph, and we'll go speed gun on her. Accuracy there, and accuracy there, because I think that helps her. 46 average, 56, yeah. All right, Quellosei, let's go. Hopefully some yellow tiles again. Gave them a week off, or a fight off to regenerate all of those yellow tiles after I used them up in that first fight. Hopefully it works out. Not too bad. What I'm going to do, so I'm going to have to plan 2 moves ahead here, so bear with me. So the first move I'm going to make is I'm going to make this green-red move, and it's the suggested move, but it's not suggested for the reason why I'm going to do it. So the reason I'm going to do is it's going to put that yellow tile there, but more importantly, it puts this red tile to this position here, which then means in the next turn I can make this red match, which will push that yellow tile up and get me a match 4 of yellows. All right, so we'll see that play out now. We'll get those match 4 yellows. Not quite enough to target or power up my heroes because we didn't get a cascade in with it as well, but it is hopefully enough. Oh, we had a dodge. Oh no, we got a cascade. There we go. There's the cascade I was hoping for a turn or 2 ago. Where are we at with them? We'll just do that. Charge up 8-bit and Dragon Fist and Nima as well, which is good. And then we'll target the left-hand side with that and then make this match to get hopefully a yellow in here somewhere. No yellow. Right, we got a yellow match there. Excellent. So we targeted on Dragon Fist, which is probably the perfect spot because it did mean that he had the resist still up, so I didn't actually get the ailment from him. Finish off Coyote and then make this purple match here, which will get me the yellow tile, but it'll also get me the greens on this side. Max. Oh man, now there's 2 of yous in stream. I said I was going to go for Space Princess because she was in early. Tell you what, here we go. We'll create a poll for the final target. Final target. Max, or Space Princess. Options. Space Princess. Max. All right. There we go. Poll added in chat. I don't know if it's going to pop up on the stream or not, but it is there. So if you want to choose who I go for, I've got the 2 options there, Space Princess and Max. Feel free to vote away on that one. Yeah, I have no idea if people are even going to vote in the poll. I've never used the polls in chat before, so see how we go. Well, we got 1 vote in for Max. I think that's a personal vote, I think. Ridge and then Dragon Fist. I'll give it a couple more minutes. 2 votes for Max. Do that, which should finish Dragon Fist, and then that's the end of that fight. So we're 5 from 5 so far. I'll just quickly preview the 2 options again. So we've got Space Princess down here in the bottom right corner. So we've got a Thunderclap and Barbie setup. Main thing that's dropping the points on this one, which would have made me go for it definitely, is Jaguar there. Jaguar being lower emblems does drag down those points. Jaguar being high emblems probably would have pushed her up into the 35s. Our other option that we've got is Max there. It's a double reviver. Why would you guys do that to me? Stop voting for him. I want to go with someone that's not got. You're all voting for it. I don't even think I saved a really good, like one of my strongest teams for the end there. It is 1 more point available than Space Princess, but it is the double reviver setup, which is always got the potential for failure. All right, I'm going to leave that going for a couple more minutes, and I might go, what can we do? Have I got a War Machine? Yeah, I've got a War Machine flag. We'll do that while we wait. So it's a 13-star yellow. I think it's 13 stars. I never really count them anymore. That we've got going on. This is my purple War Machine team. It is extremely awesome, mainly because of Sato, Marigold, and Talon working together. So the reason why those 3 work together so well is Sato and Marigold do defense down, but they do opposing defenses. One does normal defense in Sato, which gets down to minus 50 freaking %. That's insane. And I could get it a bit further, and I probably will use the skill books later. The other one is Marigold, and Marigold does minus 48% defense down against purple. So between the 2 of them, that is a huge amount of defense down. The reason why Talon features in so nicely is because Talon gives minions. Minions hit the enemy, and that counts as a minus 2% decrease to the defense stat, which is why those 3 work together so well. Quattro's in there because he's got an absolutely insane attack stat. And then obviously we've got Blunderbuss there as well. So let's do this, and hopefully it doesn't fall down flat on me. So the matches I make initially, it's mainly just to manipulate the board a little bit while getting me some nice tiles. Not too worried about using up all my purples because I don't actually have any of the buffs in play yet. So I don't really want to fully conserve them all. I will use them now though, because we've got a couple options, and I'm probably going to use a tornado. So we'll do that, and that. Chuck in an attack boost just for even more attack. Chuck in a NATO, and then I guess I'm just going to pop those. There we go. Lots of damage output. Not the maximum amount because I don't have many tiles on that defense drop. It's now at its maximum minus 50%, but I've got no purples left. Hopefully another purple in. No purple in. Hopefully, nope, still not there. We can get it with this match. Unfortunately, no dodge there, so we'll just keep making some matches. Do that next. Save that purple until hopefully we can get it on the ghosting spot. Do. Not going to be my biggest hit on this war machine. I did do a 120k hit earlier using this team, so can pan out quite nicely, but it is obviously very board dependent as well. And you can see there, I was only getting 1100 damage, and the maximum tile damage I've seen with this team is up around 8,500. So it's still 55k, which isn't too bad, but not what I got before. Where's one of my earlier hits? There they are. They're 112k and 96k a little bit earlier. So yeah, I actually got 100, and that high score there, 181k, this is actually from this team on a 14-star yellow, which is pretty insane. All right, I'm going to go with the polls. We've got a total of 67% there for Max and 33% of the vote for Space Princess, which unfortunately means we're going to be going for the Max, which is the double revivers. So wish me luck, because I may need it. What are we going to do? I could do Blunderbuss with the blues and chuck in Jargle as a healer. Or maybe I can go Mare with the blues. Let's go Mare and then double War Chest Season. We'll go Booster and then not 8-bit Wyatt in there. Dodge accuracies. We'll get the speed gun. Goodness. There we go. That'll work out. All right. Now, this isn't a traditional scenario where you can see I've got blues going against a green tank. So this could backfire quite badly, but I don't think I've got a huge number of reds that I could toss in instead. And I've got a lot of red repelling gear. I think I got Blair there, but that's the last maxed one. I could maybe do Blair, Jargle, and maybe Calamity or Blunderbuss. But then I'm not so good against the tank. I think I'm going to go Jargle though. Just for a second healer. And do I have a high leveled 8-bit? No, I used them, didn't I? When did I use the other 8-bit? I don't know. All right, we'll go speed crit here and there, and hopefully this works out all right. Touch wood. All right. I should have stuck with the greens. I should have stuck with the greens. All right, so we'll make purple match to start ourselves off, and that'll push stuff upwards a little bit and not get anywhere. Not ideal because this isn't actually cascading much in. These are all one-off matches, which is never a good sign when you're only getting one-off matches because you're not having a chance for tiles to refresh themselves. This is going to go south very quickly, I think. Very, very quickly. Thanks, Bongani. Welcome in. Been a little while, I think, since you've watched or commented on my streams anyway. Where can we even go with this? Do that. Hopefully we'll get some reds. Otherwise we've got blues that have come in, so we'll be able to recover a little bit. We got rid of, because actually this is not going to be too bad. I think we might lose the reds on the outside if we get a crit there. There we go. 1 HP left. But that's okay, because we will get rid of the second reviver now with that. And hopefully we can get rid of, no, almost. It's not as bad now, because I fortunately managed to get rid of Ksenia and then also got enough tiles onto Terminus But we do need at least one more blue match here. I don't think a red match is going to cut it onto Tremor. We'll do that Ghosted Blues, which gets... Oh, no, the red match did do it. Right. This turned out okay, I'll be honest. I was a bit skeptical for a long time there with that one. The board was not good at the start there, but it definitely turned around quite a lot there at the end. So, sorry, Max. That board definitely turned in my favor. So yeah, we ended up getting the 6 shots, which is awesome. So you can see there we got Cyclone, Cesar, TinkyFrog, Aura, Quellosei, and then finally Max there at the end, giving us a total of 331 points, which is not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Against 29 players, that's probably about as high as I can get. There might have been, if things were a little bit different, there might have been 1 or 2 that got there. Got there a little bit higher, but you know, I'm not going to complain about that score in the end because it has given us a little bit more of a lead. So we do have, where are the points at now? So we got a points differential of 5,733 minus 5,418. 315 points and a flag differential, 17 on their side and 9 on ours, which is 8 flags difference, giving us a 39.4 points per flag lead. And that's not even including whatever happens with the rest of them. So that's a little bit more comfortable. There was a stage there where it was a 10 or 18 points per flag difference, and now we're out to 40. So yeah, a lot more manageable with that. My 6 definitely helped. The 8 and the 7 definitely didn't help that on their side of things. So yeah, and now we're down to just cleans on their side to refresh their board, while we've got plenty of fresh options there for Red and Raz to take on. So fingers crossed it comes out okay. It is a lot closer than I would have hoped with a 30v29 board, giving us 6 flag advantage, but I do know that this happened. Wow, just wow. That was after, or this one here, 2 HP on a Pollux ended that fight. And then, yeah, this sort of thing happened. So a lot of frustrations at some of the revives and dodges that were going on. So, yeah. But anyway, that's all I've got time for. I've got to get out of here. I'm a little bit delayed on where I was hoping to be in the afternoon. We've got to go for walkie-walkies with dog and maybe baby. And, yeah, have a bit of an afternoon. So anyway, good luck with the rest of your war hits, everyone. Good luck with your war outcomes if you've already used your hits. Yeah, stay safe and happy gaming until I see you next. But yeah, talk to you around again. Thanks for joining. Bye.